Hello, football fans, and welcome to Week 2 of Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. We're excited to bring you this contest between the Franklin County Eagles and the Salem Spartans. Both teams coming into tonight's contest 1-0 with great wins in Week 1. Going to turn first to Derek. Derek, you look back to last year when these two teams met, a close contest, 17-3 there in Rocky Mount. Franklin County played a great game last week against Liberty, came out on top with a shutout win there. Flip it to the other side, Salem really laid the wood on Amherst, setting up to be a great game tonight.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Last year at Franklin County, this was an outstanding football game. The scoreboard doesn't show it. It was 17-3, but if you think back, Franklin County had 4 turnovers, I think, inside the red zone. But a lot of similarities between the two teams. Great defenses, it looks like. Offenses that can make it happen on big plays and a steady dose of the run. Both teams picked up wins over teams that we'll see how good they are. It's really hard to tell from Week 1. But Salem is Salem. They laid it on Amherst like you would expect them to. A great win, as you mentioned, for Franklin County, going to Liberty and getting another shutout. So it bodes well, and Franklin County is going to have to play well tonight to come out on top.
Absolutely. You look at this Salem team running the football, going to be returning a couple great running backs, but also last week saw that they could take it to the air. I think 4 touchdown passes by their quarterback, a couple of big ones. A lot of those missed tackles, missed opportunities there by Amherst that made those big yardage opportunities.
Yeah, you'll look for number 20 in the backfield, Persinger, I think's his name. Same kid from last year. He had a big game. Offensive line did their job, opened up a lot of big holes. He didn't get touched on some big plays, had an 80-yard touchdown run. And the main concern, I think, for Franklin County's defense tonight is going to be Collins out on the edge. 3 catches, 120 yards, and 3 touchdowns. One of those going for 80. I think another for maybe 30, 39 or something. And he's 6'2". I mean, he's a big kid and got a lot of speed. So Franklin County's pass defense is going to be tested, but man, you talk about the kids in the defensive backfield for Franklin County, and they got some players back there and a great defense, and I fully expect those guys to be ready for the challenge.
Absolutely. Going to turn now to Mike. Mike, we talked about last week in pregame. First game of the season, you're going to have guys that have to step up, fill the shoes of some of those seniors and upperclassmen that left last year. Saw a lot of new names, put a lot of big numbers up.
They sure did, and really stepped up. Those freshmen just stepped up and filled those places like they were not empty, and they're not empty. And as we saw it later in the game, even the lower strings stepped up and played really good on that defense, especially. I'll go out on a limb and say that I don't think we've seen this good a defense at Franklin County in a long time. So we'll see what Salem has in that offense. I know last week the defensive backs didn't have to work a lot because they were facing that running game, but we'll see what they got back there. So it'll be a good test for both teams.
Absolutely, and we're going to be back. We're going to have a conversation with Franklin County Eagle head coach J.R. Edwards as we continue our Eagle pregame right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Steve Maddie was born and raised right here in Franklin County. He graduated from Franklin County High School, went on to serve his country, graduated from Ferrum College and Liberty University School of Law, and then continued to serve his community. Now, as an attorney, he wants to service Franklin County as your Commonwealth's attorney and work with our great law enforcement to keep our county safe.
I am Steve Maddie, and I would appreciate your vote November the 5th, and I approve this message.
Back now to continue our Eagle pregame with Franklin County Eagle head coach J.R. Edwards. Coach, meet here again on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's we meet again. That's a good thing every Friday night.
Absolutely. Looking back to last week, really good game. You have to be proud of your guys coming out, playing a good first game. You never know what you're kind of expecting coming out of that first one.
Yeah, it's I thought we really did a good job of eliminating our own mistakes, and the kids' effort was outstanding. We took away a lot of things we got to fix and improve from it, but overall, great team effort.
Talking about that difference between week 1 and week 2, that practice, kind of getting things lined up. What have you worked on in practice this week?
Well, just staying with that bad word sometimes, consistency. We're trying to take what we do and make it better. And week to week, that's just we talk about that if we're going to be a good team. We're going to have to get better every single week of the season.
Absolutely. Tonight you got Salem. Going to be 2 teams on the field tonight trying to do the same thing in a very similar fashion. What are you expecting out of the Spartans tonight?
Yeah, it's no game of secrets. That's for sure. We're gonna line up. We're gonna see where we're at. If you want to see where you stand, you got to play really good people, and that's what we're doing tonight.
Absolutely. What are you preaching to your guys tonight?
Get after it, do your job, and let's see if we can score one more point than them, maybe.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we appreciate you again taking time, and we appreciate your staff and these student athletes for putting a great show on the field for us.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate all your hard work.
Absolutely. We're going to be back to continue our Eagle pregame right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
What y'all do for high school football?
Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Back now with more Eagles pregame here on Cable 12. Fortunate and glad to be joined by Salem head coach Don Holter. Coach Holter, welcome, and appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you all for what you do for high school football. Much obliged to you.
Coach, 2 teams meeting up tonight, both 1-0. Best we can tell, 2 teams that are going to do a lot of very similar things on the football field. You picked up a good win last week at Amherst, Franklin County coming off a win against Liberty. What are you going to have to do tonight to come out on top?
Well, we're going to have to execute in all 3 phases of the game. Franklin County is a darn good football team. They're well coached, and we have a lot of respect for Coach Edwards and his staff. We know some of those boys over there, and I know they're darn good football coaches, and they coach hard, and this group of Franklin County Eagles plays hard. And it's going to come down to execution in all 3 phases, but really the line of scrimmage. Who control the offensive line and the defensive line, and they got some big boogers over there, I'm going to tell you. So it's going to come down to steps and execution and getting off the football and in the trenches like it always is.
Coach, moving into your first year, tell us a little bit about your offseason, your summer workouts, and just introduce us a little bit about your team.
Well, we have great kids, just like everywhere, but our kids have the utmost character. Some of them never missed a workout for any reason. They've been busting their tails since January to get where they are now, and I can't say enough about how proud I am the way they work and the way they're prepared for this upcoming season. And our workouts aren't easy, so but they attacked everyone and finished everyone, and we're better for it, and I'm awful proud of that.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time, and best of luck tonight and the rest of the season.
All right, thank y'all.
That's Coach Holter with the Salem Spartans. We'll be back with more right here on Cable 12.
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or agricultural, family-owned Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane is here for all of your heating and appliance needs. Come check out our new state-of-the-art showroom, showcasing a full line of propane appliances, including gas heaters and logs. All propane tanks and gas installations are performed by employees trained and certified through the National Propane Gas Association. Don't let winter catch you by surprise this year. Give us a call today at 483-7726 or visit us on the web at redwoodfuel.com.
I'm Dean Stone, manager at Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, and we invite you to come see what we have to offer in our new showroom.
Back now to continue our Eagle pregame. There you see our captains meeting at midfield for the Eagles. You've got number 8, Jacob Stockton. Number 11, Parker Scott. You've got number 38, Hunter Kennedy, and number 67, Big William Harrison. Derek, if you're the Eagles, what do you want here if you're given the opportunity to choose?
Gosh, years past, that's an easy decision to make, I think. Tonight, I don't know. I've got so much confidence in the offense after last week. You're tempted to go that route, but I think you put your defense on the field. I think that's still the strength of the football team at this point of the season. That's what I would do.
See what the Eagles decide to do here if they win the toss. Eagles will be selecting. Salem has won the toss, and they're going to defer, so Franklin County's going to get this football to start the ball game, put their offense on the field, and they found success early and often last week, Derek.
That's almost the best way to go about it. Let's just take it out of our hands, and we'll do whatever you want us to do. And, hey, I like this. If they can come out with that same fire and same intensity as they had last week, you'll be able to tell a whole lot about this football game here in this opening drive.
Well, if you go back to last week, Franklin County rushed the ball 31 times for 171 yards. You had Smith carrying the ball 18 times for 78 yards and a touchdown. Wright carried it 6 times for 74 yards. Luckett had 3 carries for 16 and a touchdown. Through the air, the Eagles 4 of 7 for 141 yards and 2 touchdowns. Luckett 4 of 6, 141. Fouts 0 for 1. Luckett had 2 touchdowns receiving. You had Wright with 2 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown. Garrett Garman, 1 big touchdown catch. You saw it, a circus catch for a touchdown. Chase Austin, 1 catch for 10 yards. 1 big 59-yard kickoff return for Jerron Smith. That was brought back due to a block in the back call. And Luckett, 2 punts, 98 yards, averaging 49 yards punting the football. So you look at those stats, great offensive stats for the Eagles. You flip it over and you look at Salem coming out of their first win, a big one over Amherst County. You got Hunter Cheney. He was 8 of 13 for 224 yards and 4 touchdowns. 3 of those to Sean Collins, the 6'2 wide receiver on the outside. He was 3 catches for 120 yards. And you had Isaiah Persinger, who had 160 yards on the ground. Again, Derek, we talked in the pregame. You've got 2 teams wanting to do the same thing in a very, very similar fashion.
Yeah, and it's going to be who can execute it the best, who can make the plays. This game likely will come down to the big plays. A lot of Salem's points last week came on big plays. You know, a couple of 80-yard touchdown plays, a pass and a run, some mini plays over 50 yards that went for scores. Containing the big play and making the big play is going to be the key tonight. And whichever team can do those things, make the plays and stop the big plays, you know, you're going to come out on top.
You know, a lot of guys talking about this game, looking for a defensive struggle between these 2 teams. Both great defense. They're going to look very similar on the field as well. So it'll be which team offensively can get things going. As we said, the Eagles will receive the opening toss. We'll see what they're able to set themselves up in good field position. Kicking the ball off here for the Spartans, number 48, Noah Richardson, freshman, 6'2", 171. Smith and Stockton will be back deep for the Eagles as we get ready to kick off week 2 of Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network. This one's going to be squibbed. It's going to be fielded at the 17 by Stockton. Looks to cut back across the middle. Not much going there, but he is going to get the Eagles into good starting field position here out to their own 24-yard line.
Well, that squib kick, I should say, really slows the return down, and looked like maybe Franklin County had a return over to the right side setup. So most of that blocking had gone away from the left side, and Salem just able to chase him down from behind. Leftwich for the Spartans gets in there to make the stop, but here's that offense for Franklin County. We'll see what they can do.
Eagles had a long first drive against Liberty last week, stalled deep in Minutemen territory, turned the ball over on 4 downs. Going to have 2 receivers split out to each side of the formation. Man's going to come into motion. That's Parker Scott. It's going to be a handoff to Smith coming across the near side, push his way across the pile, going to work his way out close to the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, not a lot doing. Ferris in there for the Spartans leading the way on the stop, but really that play was made by that defensive front. Really jammed things up on that right side. Not much doing that time for Smith.
It's going to be Brian Cromwell bringing the play in from the sideline. He'll be the receiver split to the near side. Garrett Garman, as we said, had the big touchdown catch last week, 69 yards. Both receivers out on an island. Luckett's going to bring the line set. Cromwell across the formation. It's going to be Smith coming near side, breaks through the hole. Big gap's going to open up. Can't step away from that tackle. But Derek, he's going to be out mighty close to the first down, and he's going to have enough for the Eagle first down.
Yeah, they're going to give him 9 on that carry, so a good hole that time over the right side for Franklin County. Smith really made that happen. He broke through that initial attempt at the line of scrimmage and able to get through and find some good yardage out to the 36. And you said it, Kevin, that's a first down for the Eagles.
Xavier Wood in on the stop for the Spartans. Jacob Stockton will be the receiver set to the top of the formation. Lone receiver to the near side will be Garrett Garman. He's on an island here with Jaden McDonald. Line comes set. First man through is going to be Wright. Contact made early, but he's going to spurt forward. Looks like about a 2-yard gain on the play for Kashawn Wright.
Yeah, he splashed onto the scene last week against Liberty. Nobody had seen him. Everybody's seen that young man now after that game. Salem loves to run that inside trap themselves to the fullback, so you know they're keying on it in this 52 defense.
Be second down and 8 from the 38-yard line. Cromwell once again going to bring the play in from the sideline. 2 cornerbacks on the field for the Spartans. You've got Jaden and Jordan McDonald. It's going to be a 2-receiver set to the near side. Out of the pistol. Straight handoff coming to the near side. Going to work his way across the 40. Looks like it's going to be Smith out to the 41. Give him another 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, but it's going to bring up a tough 3rd down and 5 here after Waller makes the stop for Salem. Again, the line of scrimmage moving for Franklin County. The hole's just not opening up enough for him to break through.
See what the Eagles do here on a big 3rd down here on their first drive. 3rd down and 5 from the 41. Be a 2-receiver set to the near side. They'll run out of the pistol. Stockton's going to come across the formation. They're going to hand it off once again. Smith, good head of steam there, good reach, and he's going to stretch, and he's going to be close to the first down.
Yeah, great job that time by Jerron Smith. They're going to go ahead and give him that first down. Waller in there to make the stop again, but not before first yard is gained. That's what I was trying to say, Kevin. If you give me a minute, I'll get it out. But great seal block. I don't know if we got a replay or not, but the block out here on the edge, I didn't catch that number, but he really put the pancake on the defensive end on this side. That made that play.
We also had Jacob Stockton coming across on the jet sweep there. Definitely pulled some of the defense away. 2 receivers again to the near side. Parker Scott going to come across. Play's going to be blown dead. Flag on the play. It'll be a false start on the Eagles. Big break there, though, for Franklin County.
Yeah, that's huge. Not sure what happened there, but obviously Luckett wasn't ready for that snap as the motion man, Parker Scott, had just cleared out of the way.
Getting our good calls, bad calls, no calls all season long. Brought to you by the good folks at Budget Blinds, a style for every season, a style for every point of view. They'll come in, they'll give you a consultation, they'll be sure to make the correct measurements, and then they'll come back and install those new and beautiful window coverings. And remember, it's not just for the holidays, but it's a gift that you can open each and every day of the year. We want to thank Budget Blinds for coming along for each and every Eagle Athletic sporting event that we are involved in. Run on first down, maybe a yard pickup on that one. Salem defense really starting to stand up tall here, Derek.
Yeah, not much going there. They went to the counter, did Franklin County that time, but Wilson was there on the edge to make the stop. It was a good pull block up inside initially. It looked like Smith was going to have some running room, but Wilson really shut that down quickly.
Be second down and 13 from their own 43-yard line. 8 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Franklin County's already chewed up 4 minutes of this opening stanza. It'll be second down and 13, as we said. It's going to be Belcher coming across the formation. He's going to get the carry, hits the hole, but a good seal up on the outside by Chauncey Logan. And that's going to get them back close to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be third down and long here, Derek.
Yeah, that's tough. You could hear sweep being yelled from the far sideline as the Belcher came across in motion that time and had a good turn, got the edge, but just has now gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's third down and a long way here.
Ball's going to be resting at the Eagle 46-yard line. Stockton in the slot, Garman. The receiver set out to the near side. Eagles will run out of the pistol. Luckett brings his line set. Stockton comes across the formation, play action. Luckett's going to fire it up the sideline. He's got Garman, and just out of his reach. Good opportunity there, and that's what you get, Derek, with Garman. A little bit of separation at the end, just unable to haul this one in.
Yeah, you don't see him miss many, but that's great coverage out there by McDonald. And I tell you, but he had a step on him, and you'll see the replay right there, just right off the upper arm, shoulder pad area. And I tell you, if Franklin County could have hit on that one, it would have been huge. But it goes back, I think, not waiting till 3rd down and 10 to throw it deep.
On the punt for Franklin County, number 4.
Sean Collins back deep for the Spartans, looking to punt this one away. 49 yards is his average. He would love to see one here. The ball's going to bounce at the 22. Takes an eagle bounce inside the 15, inside the 10. Mark it down close to the 9-yard line. Beautiful punt there by Luckett.
Yeah, that did the job. It wasn't his prettiest punt, and honestly, if he carries 149 yards right there, they're coming out to the 20. So works out perfect inside the 10. You've done your job. Offense put together some yardage, got some first downs, got a little bit of confidence, got something working there. You're able to punt, flip the field here, pin Salem back deep. Now you lay it on that defense, and can they keep the Spartans in control?
Give us our first look at the 6', 212 junior quarterback for the Salem Spartans, number 5, Hunter Cheney. One of the big workhorses is that ball's going to hit the ground. Big opportunity here. Looks like Spartans able to fall on that one, but disruption early for this Eagle defense. We'll have to catch on the Bob Parcell replay, Derek.
Yeah, you like to see that, and it's something you don't see very often for Salem, almost never. And they fumbled that snap inside the 10, and what an opportunity for Franklin County. Hairston in there making a mess of things. He's my man on defense, you know that. Almost able to come up with that one.
Salem will stay in the I formation. Persinger dotting the I. Last man through is going to get the football. Good stutter step at the line. Shoestring tackle at the 10. He's going to work his way out to the 11.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Stockton got the ankle just enough to trip him up. But I tell you, if he was able to get away from it, he had lots of room. Eagles bringing pressure from the corner. Stockton, number 8, you see him right there, almost got sucked down too far, but he was able to get just enough to stop Persinger.
I tell you, Derek, that's what Franklin County did so well last week against Liberty, staying on their assignment, not getting sucked in, staying to the outside, nothing getting loose. But that's going to bring up a quick 3rd down and 8 here from their own 11-yard line. And Franklin County going to wrap this one up deep in Spartan territory. Nothing doing on 3rd down. We'll catch it here on the Bob Parcell replay.
Hunter Canada blitzing from the linebacker spot. He comes through, number 38, top of your screen, untouched, right up the gut. And I tell you, he's in the backfield before the quarterback can move. The rest of the defense and those silver hats get in there and drop him for a loss back inside the 5.
On the kick for the Spartans, number 11.
And that was great timing on that play, Derek. And again, that play again was brought to you by Perfect Timing. And now is the perfect time to buy or sell your single-family dwelling. Call Christina Deffenbaugh at 540-420-0485 because now is your time to make your move. Or you can email her at christina.drealtor@yahoo.com. Guys, it's all about timing, and that blitz was perfectly timed. And it's brought to you by Christina Deffenbaugh at Weichert Realtors, Bridges and Company.
And it's also time for the offense to take advantage of a terrible punt. Pressure coming again. Hairston getting in there. Rushed the punter. He had a little bit of a bad snap, Kevin. He only got it out to the 22-yard line. So Eagles in front of this great Eagle crowd that you see right there made the travel out here to Salem. Offense is set up in great position.
It's a sea of red there for the Eagles as well. A little bit of tie-dye there from the student section. And Franklin County starting here, 1st down and 10 deep in Spartan territory at the 22. Smith keeps those feet moving inside the 15, down to the 14. Give him 8 yards and give him 8 yards after that first contact.
That's exactly right. Maybe 9, honestly. He got hit, might have been in the backfield. This line is just doing enough. Stalemate at the line of scrimmage. And Smith, you see him right there spinning out of it, fighting his way through. He never stops his feet from moving. Give him 8. And 2nd down, they gave him 9 actually, 2nd down and 1.
Good to see Smith there running with those eyes up too, was able to work out of it, hold on to that football too. A lot of things can happen at the line of scrimmage. Again, our replays brought to you all season long by Bob Parcell Realtor with Remax Mountain Lake Realty Showcase. That's going to be Smith across to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, Xavion Wood in there blitzing that time, comes untouched from the linebacker spot. He read that play. They went back to that counter over to the left side. And I tell you what, these guys for the Spartans identified that quickly and Wood able to get back there and drop Smith for a loss.
We'll bring up 3rd down and a long 2 here for the Eagles, deep in Spartan territory. Their 15-yard line, 2 receivers set to the near side. Garman at the boundary, Stockton in the slot. He'll come into motion. Going to play action. Luckett cuts back across the middle, across the 15, will slide down at the 10. Heady, wise play there by Luckett. Picks up the first, protects the football, keeps the drive alive. We'll catch you on the Bob Parcell replay.
I tell you, we talked about it last week and the poise that young man showed. That is a great job, just taking that one, tucking it in, getting what you can get. He got the first down and then just gave himself up. No reason to take a big hit there. Has first down and 10 now for his Eagles at the 11.
There you see a good look at the quarterback. Number 5, Josh Luckett, 6'1", 160 junior. Had a great week, as we said last week. Looking to do the same here. Had a rushing touchdown as well against the Minutemen. 2 receivers split out on this one. Smith's going to get the carry, cuts back. Good block here by Franklin County. They're going to rumble forward, and we're waiting for the call. Touchdown, Franklin County. They strike first.
For the Eagle touchdown.
11-yard touchdown run, Kevin, for Jerron Smith. Take advantage of that defensive stop, the 3 and out, the bad punt. Great job by that offensive line. Smith, you said it, running with that head up, eyes up, cuts back to the open hole on the left side and punches it in.
See if the Eagles can convert on the extra point here. Holly on to attempt the extra point. Snaps a little high, holds good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 2:51 left to play here in the first quarter, Franklin Finance scoreboard reads Franklin County 7, Salem Spartans nothing. We're going to be right back. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch Connor Bowman and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
.251 left to play here in the first quarter. The Eagles strike first, 11-yard touchdown run from running back number 10, Jerron Smith. And that's the drive Franklin County needed. Forced the punt deep in Spartan territory. Bad punt by the Spartans. Offense capitalized.
Yeah, 22-yard quick drive for the Eagles. And you said it, they capitalized, and that's the big deal.
Holland kicking this one off, going to be fielded about the 17-yard line. Persinger going to get it out close to the 27. See where they end up marking this one out to the 28-yard line. That's where the Spartans will take over there.
Marshawn Muse coming over to make the stop for Franklin County. Good coverage downfield. Short kick. Persinger took it about the 18. The Eagles convened on him quickly. See what this defense can do here on their second drive.
The Spartans had a unsuccessful first drive. We'll see if Coach Holter can get his troops rallied together. It's going to be Persinger. Nothing doing there. They may give him back to the line of scrimmage.
Elijah Witcher waiting on Persinger that time on that left side of the defensive front. He was all over it. Read it perfectly. 5'9", 274, and a sophomore, guys. You'll see him coming to your screen right there. Makes the hit and nothing doing for Mr. Persinger.
Tell you, the Eagles are racking up those Bob Parcell highlights this afternoon early in this one. We approach 2 minutes left to play. Bubble screen out to the near side to Collins. He had a big game, looks to turn the corner. He's going to pick up the first down, cuts across midfield, mark him down at his own 49. But that's a dangerous player on the outside there, 6'2", 185 junior.
Yeah, that one goes for 20. Actually, they're going to mark him out a little. They had him at the 49 initially. They'll back it up to the 47, so an 18-yard pickup on that, just a little bubble screen out to Collins, and that's what we talked about early on. He's big, 6'2", 180, and he is quick. That's what gets you, and he was able to get down that sideline for a big gain.
I believe that is his first reception on the season that has not been a touchdown, Derek.
Yeah, you're right.
It's going to be a toss pitch to the outside. The Persinger looks to get to the corner. But I'll tell you, he cannot get away from the paws of Elijah Belcher. That young man having him a game here early.
Yeah, Persinger, it looks like he had a little something to say to him as well as Belcher gets up, just clapping his hands. I tell you, it looked like he had the edge initially. You'll see it on the replay. Good job by the linebacker, Hunter Candidate, getting out there and absorbing, or actually, he got mixed up in it, but Belcher did that all by himself, beating Collins on the edge and then wrestling Persinger to the ground.
It's going to be 2nd down and 9 from the 48. I formation, 2 receivers to the near side. Persinger, he's going to get it. Nothing doing there. Eagles wrapped up that one. Take that yard away is Cromwell.
Yeah, Cromwell came in and cleaned it up, but Hunter Kennedy gets up off the bottom of the pile, that middle linebacker. Franklin County, again, bringing the pressure, and so many of those silver hats in there, nothing doing again.
Bring up 3rd down and 9 from the 48. 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. Derek, a quick moving first quarter, and that's what the Eagles like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. You got two teams that are really focusing on keeping that football on the ground, and that's what happens.
4 receiver set here for Cheney. Straight drop back. He's got pressure coming. That one's going to be tipped away. They had the screen to Persinger set up, but I'll tell you, nothing doing there with Hunter Kennedy.
Yeah, they had it set up, and we all could see it at the same time, and I know I said, oh no, screen. But Hunter Kennedy, for the 2nd week in a row, you know, he did it last week down at Liberty, got those big paws up there and knocked the pass down, and he broke that one up. That could have been a big play for the Spartans.
Garrett Garman will be back deep for the Eagles, back at his own 18-yard line. See what Chauncey Logan can do here. He's going to roll out, look to fake, has a lot of real estate out front, and the Spartans are going to catch the Eagles sleeping here. Off to the races, down to the 20, and a mental mistake here by Franklin County. Brian Cromwell on the stop.
Yeah, almost said right there, great spot for a fake at midfield, but you know, 4th down and 9 there, and but all the cover guys were gone down the sideline, nobody there, so that's a huge gain and a big break for the Spartans.
See what the Spartans can do with this newfound field position here. Ball's going to be resting on the Eagle 20-yard line. First big mental mistake for the Eagles on the season. Handoff up the middle, shifty move there, finds his way into the end zone. Xavion Wood, he's the spellback, and he puts the Spartans on the Franklin Finance scoreboard.
Yeah, well, exactly what you expect out of Salem, taking advantage of that sudden change. They picked up the 1st down on the big fake punt, really the first offense that they've had in the entire quarter, really nothing doing at all. And then Xavion Wood will punch it in from 20 yards out, and that will, you know, to end the quarter.
Noah Richardson on to attempt the extra point to tie this one up at 7. Snaps a little low, holds good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And after 1 quarter of play, it's all tied up at 7 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. We're going to be back with more Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Willard Insurance Agency. Visit willardinsurance.org.
Erie Insurance.
After converting on 4th down with the fake punt, the Spartans were able to work the ball down to the Eagle 20-yard line where Xavion Wood was able to punch it in, tying us up on the Franklin Finance scoreboard at 7 apiece. The Spartans are going to squib this one down to the 30. Will be fielded there. And Franklin County going to have decent field position. We'll see how they respond here, Derek.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. Cody McGuire doing a good job picking that one up. Hey, you got great field position here on the 31. Salem really doing everything they can not to kick to Jerron Smith. And we saw his explosiveness last week when he ran the opening kickoff back, even though it was called back. But, hey, this is a big deal. You know, how do you respond right here if you're Franklin County?
First points allowed by this Franklin County defense all season long.
First time Salem's trailed all season long as well.
Receivers split out to each side for the Eagles. Smith, the last man through. He's going to bounce off the line, but he's going to be wrapped up there. Big number 51, Cameron Martindale, sophomore.
Yeah, you're going to be allowed one cut at the line of scrimmage against this Salem Spartan team. And that time he really didn't even cut. He just kind of ran up into his blocker, didn't have anywhere to go. And by that time, the rest of the Spartans had come in to make the stop.
You're just joining us, 1:30 left to play in the first half. Franklin County struck first on a bad punt by the Spartans. The Spartans converted on a 4th down on a fake punt, and then were able to score from a 20-yard run by Xavion Wood. Got a flag on the play here, false start by the Eagles.
Going to be motion. Looks like probably maybe the man in motion turned up a little early that time. Second penalty against Franklin County.
Again, our good calls, bad calls, and no calls all season long, brought by the good folks at Budget Blinds. A style for every season, a style for every point of view. They'll come in, give you a consultation, make the measurements, and then come back and install your new beautiful window coverings. Our officials and blind guys for tonight: referee Jim Gear, umpire Bo Herndon, head linesman Jeff Ferguson, line judge Philip Markley, field judge Nicholas Sanders, side judge Marcus Stockton, and our back judge Timothy Hess. Plenty of time here for Luckett. He fires it out there, has Garman. A lot of contact at the 45. No call by the officials. We'll catch this one on the Bob Parcell replay.
Man, that's tough. He looked like Collins it is. Garman burns him on a little out and up. Collins all over him right there. And Garman almost able to reel that one in anyway. You don't see many that you overthrow his speed, but that was one of them.
Barely overthrew Garman. He almost ran under that football. Like the defender may have tripped up a little bit out there. Minimal contact. The separation was just because of the feet of Garman.
Right. And one thing we got to be careful of is not to fall back into that just we're going to chuck it deep every time here. You know, we got some good players making some good plays. Again, there comes the flag.
That's a good defensive play, too, though.
It was.
If you're the Spartans, because you're going to have an opportunity there for Stockton to catch and turn there. We'll wait for the official call here from the referee Gear. But what a job here, again, by Luckett. Feels the pressure, steps up in the pocket, delivers a strike to Stockton.
Exactly what I was going to say there.
Got there early.
He sure did, and he was over the top. He was on top of his shoulder pads. You know, it was a good play, but you were just there too soon. And, again, back to Luckett, though. The poise that young man is showing to step up in the pocket. You know, he was on the move there, and you said it, right on the money, and it took the penalty to break that pass play up. It will be a first down for Franklin County.
Well, Terry, Derek, obviously we don't know what the final score of this ball game is going to be, but I think it is going to be a good one. You've got two teams evenly matched, really hungry to pick up that second win of the season.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And no matter what, to this point, it's been a great ball game already.
Be first down and 10 here for the Eagles from their own 41-yard line. Play action once again. Luckett, pressure coming from the near side, just overthrows right.
Had pressure coming from behind that time, and Chase Ferris, he got there, and Luckett just did let it go in time and had a good touch, but Wright just couldn't get there. Good defensive coverage by the Spartans, but we saw some of that touch last week. Those passes are just a hair off target so far tonight.
I'll tell you, Derek, another thing I loved after that play, Chase Ferris had a huge rush from the outside. It's kind of giving it a little bit, you know, letting Luckett know he was there. Owen Donald come up off that offensive line, got in between him and said, probably politely, just need to go back to your other side. That's my quarterback. So that's what you like to see, these young men playing for each other. Luckett's going to drop straight back. He's got a receiver out there again. Just going to overthrow Garman, and they're going to connect, Derek.
Yeah, but again, we're falling into that drop back and chuck it. You know, I know Garman's got speed. He outruns probably two of the fastest guys on the far sideline, and he had them by 3 steps. You'll see the replay right there. And when they do hit it, it's going to be great. But how many chances are you going to get?
Also give it up to that offensive line for the Eagles. So we'll see what Franklin County does here. 3rd down and 10 from their own 41. 10:22 left to play here in the first half. A much slower moving second quarter, with the Eagles going to the air. The 2 receivers split to the near side. Smith's going to get the handoff here, works forward out to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10. Franklin County just trying to catch him off guard. Something up the middle, conservative here. Football in negative territory here for the Eagles as they'll have to punt it away.
Luckett's going to need another good rip here. He's going to be lined up at his own 30. Good snap. Luckett high, spiraling end over end kick. It's going to drive the Spartans deep. That one's going to be touched and will be ran out about the 15-yard line. Big opportunity there for Franklin County.
What a job by Luckett. A beautiful punt, my goodness. And it was a huge opportunity for the Eagles that they could not get down and capitalize on. Collins misplayed it. And I tell you, if Holland could have gotten there just a little sooner, Franklin County would be in great position.
A punter at the high school level can really make a difference in a ball game. Flipping field position have pinned the Spartans back deep. Defensively, though, Franklin County's played well. They just a little bit of a miscue there on the fake punt by the Spartans. Put them really in a hole. See if they can turn it around here. Quick pitch to the near side to Persinger. He's going to look to get out, breaks the first tackle. Stiff arms the second man, cuts across the 40, 45, 50. He's going to be pulled down. They're going to stay on his feet inside the 30, down to the 27. Big opportunities there by Franklin County to pull him down, but Persinger would not be denied on that carry.
That kid's got one of the best stiff arms in high school. I'm going to tell you, right there's the first one. You got away. And then this, that's just nasty. What a huge gainer by Persinger. And that's what he does. And that's what he does for Salem. And he looks like he's going down right there. Doesn't, keeps fighting. And I tell you, the Spartans got away with one there, 75, a late hit on Holland.
Receiver split out to each side. Sean Collins will be to the top of the formation. This is going to be Wood right up the middle. Big hit down about the 16. Flag's going to fly. We'll have to see what this one is, Derek.
Yeah, we'll have to catch it on the replay. It's in the muck, so we'll see what happens. A lot of jawing going on back and forth as well between these two teams.
Wait for the official call from referee Jim Gear. Going to be on the Eagles.
So tack it on.
Personal foul
against
on the Eagles. I think they're calling the hit at the end of the play, the cleanup hit.
That's enough yardage for a Spartan. First down.
See it here again on the Bob Parcell replay. Wood, again, great job cutting across the line of scrimmage. Going to work his way out to the 16. Must have been something after the play, Derek, because it was nothing during the play.
No.
Two receivers set to the top of the formation. Wood's going to get the handoff once again. He's going to be tied up. Tyler Meany's going to make the stop there.
42,
good job by that interior defense for Franklin County, and Meany leading the way. Again, after the play, chipping us everywhere. And I tell you what, guys, the right side of that line got up on their tiptoes, could have been called for a start early. And right here again at the end, Spartans getting a little chippy. Don't like Franklin County muscling them up here in their own house.
And this is the home opener for the Spartans, the 2019 season. Stay with the twin receiver set to the top of the formation. Play action. And nothing doing there. I see Will Hairston in on the play. Parker Scott, big defensive stop there for the Eagles.
Yeah, great job. Eagles bring the pressure and really didn't have to with Hairston getting in there from his defensive tackle position. getting to the quarterback before he can get set up. He just runs over the center, puts him on his back.
Great shot there on the Bob Parcell replay. As always, we got Jamie Singleton, eye in the sky up here, bringing you all the great shots of these plays and great shots on the field from our field camera operator, Taylor Chitwood. Steve Oakes in the van, putting it all together. Mike Doyle, our spotter. Play action here. A lot of real estate. Near side tackle missed by Cromwell. And that's going to be Bobby Pinello. 13-yard touchdown reception. And that will put the Spartans on top for their first time here tonight with 7:22 left to play in the half.
And that took a great play by Pinello out there. It was defended. It didn't fool anybody. And I tell you, Pinello gave him a little Heisman look there as he trotted into the end zone. Nothing like a little modesty to go along with the touchdown. Good play by the Spartans, though, and they're out in front.
On to attempt the extra point for the Spartans, Noah Richardson. Logan to hold. Snaps good, holds good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:22 left to play here in the first half. Spartans take the lead 14-7. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Hello, Franklin County. It's Doug Williams with Budget Blinds. We're your turnkey solution to all your window covering needs. I hope you're watching Franklin County Cable 12 Sports, where we bring to you the umpires and the officials each and every week. And every time a bad call is made, that is brought to you by the blind guys. Is this year you're building that new house? How about adding on that sunroom you've been talking about? Well, here at Budget Blinds, we're here to help. The consultation is free, we do the work, and it's all backed by our 5-year no questions asked warranty. This year, let the blind guys help you see the possibilities.
Richardson on to kick this one away with 7:22 left to play in the first half. It's going to be a squib kick once again, fielded at the 25, worked its way out to the 35. We'll see who comes off the bottom of the pile with that one, Derek.
Number 24, Landon Church.
That's number 24,
Yep.
Landon Church.
They did a good job there taking that one and getting positive field position for Franklin County. It gets it out at the 35. So, again, you can't argue with the starting field position. Franklin County offense, it just needs to settle in a little bit here, get some rhythm going like they did on that first drive where they were able to pick up some first downs. Those big plays will come as you start putting the rest of the package together.
First down and 10 here from their own 35-yard line. Garmin will be the receiver to the near side. Belcher to the top of the formation. Smith, last man through, is going to get the football. Works it across the right side of the formation. Mark him out to the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on that carry.
Picking up a 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, not much doing over there on the run for Smith that time. Again, bottled up over there by the Spartans, led by, looked like Sutphin.
Clock continuing to roll. 6:45 left to play in the first half now. See if the Eagles can respond on this drive, pick up a couple first downs. Smith going to be hemmed up at the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him for a yard loss on that one.
Yeah, not much doing at all, and it will be a yard loss. Again, a little maybe too predictable right here for Franklin County as Smith getting the carry up in there again. The Spartans really hammering down on number 10 right now, and they'll drop him for a loss. Problem now is, again, Kevin, you're looking at 3rd down and 8. You're behind the sticks. You come out here to throw the ball. Everybody's expecting it at this point. Makes it a little bit tougher.
Two receivers in the formation. Jack Conley in the slot. Garrett Garmin will be out to the boundary. Luckett, straight drop back here. Throws the swing pass out to Smith. Flag's going to fly. Smith's going to stay on his feet across the 40 down to the 42. We'll see if they get Chase Ferris here.
He's going to wave it off. Had a conversation with the Salem player. They're back here in the backfield, and they waved it off. He hit him clearly late. You threw the flag, and then you pick it up. That is terrible by the referee.
Referee Jim Gear going to come over and talk with head coach J.R. Edwards. Tell you, Coach Edwards not going to be happy with whatever explanation he gets here.
There is no explanation. You threw the flag. you talked to the kid, and then you picked it up. Did you change your mind in the 4 seconds after you threw the flag? Here it is again on the replay. Clearly the football is gone. 1, 2 steps. Clearly hits him enough for you to reach for your flag and throw it. Then you're going to pick it up.
Reset the play clock here. 5 minutes left to play in the half. See if Luckett can get a hold of this one. He's going to be back at his own 28.
Yeah, need another good one here.
Good snap. Luckett high, spiraling kick. Going to be cornered to the near side. See where they mark this one out. Going to continue to march his way up the field.
Wow.
Continuing to march across the 35, 36-yard line. So decent field position here for the Spartans to start this drive.
Great position compared to where they have been.
See if the Spartans can work first down and 10 from their own 36-yard line. 4:44 left to play here in the first half.
Eagles got to be careful here. Need to find a little composure on the defensive side, get back to what you were doing, and they need to stop.
It's going to be Persinger. He's going to be hit up the middle. Nothing doing there. Will Hairston going to get off the top of that pile.
Yeah, nothing going at all that time. A good job by the defensive line for Franklin County. Hairston will get credit for that tackle. But I tell you, a really good job in there by Elijah Witcher as well.
Again, we want to thank Bob Parcell, Realtor with RE/MAX Mountain to Lake Realty, for sponsoring our replays and highlights all season long. If you're looking to buy or sell a piece of property, a commercial listing, or a new single-family dwelling, be sure to give Bob Parcell a call at RE/MAX Mountain to Lake Realty. Good pitch out to the far side. Good spin. Eagles will clean it up. It will bring up third down for the Spartans.
Yeah, that was played well out there. They swing it out to their playmaker on the outside. Catch is made. Stockton almost made the stop right there, but I tell you, a good job by Jordan McDonald running away. Great job in pursuit by Holland, and then Hunter Kennedy coming over to make the stop.
Tell you, the receiver in the slot uncovered here, Derek, but it's going to be a handoff. It's going to be Persinger. He's going to roll the pile forward, but he's going to be short of the first down. And decision time here for Coach Holter with 3:20 left to play in the half.
You faked a fourth down. You faked a punt from about this same position. I don't expect him to back off here at all. And look for the Spartans to go for this fourth down in a little less than 2.
A huge play here early in the ball game. 4th down and 1 from the 45. Need to get across the 46 for the first down. Inside of 3 minutes left to play here in the half. That's going to be a false start, and that's going to back him up. That may change Coach Holter's mind here.
No doubt about that. He'll change his mind. Needs to punt this one away now. His senior tackle, Cosnati, jumping early. Big number 75. You see him over there.
That's going to bring on Chauncey Logan to punt this one away. If you're Franklin County, I think you play for the fake and look for Garmin to field it.
Yeah, you're not going to get fooled again here, I tell you.
Fair catch called for by Garmin. It will be made with 2:32 left to play here in the half. That's where the Eagles will take over. First down and 10. And now Franklin County, another big opportunity to respond here.
Yeah, it's huge. You've got the football here, 2:32 to go. You've got to do something. You're down 7. Salem will get the football to start the half when you come out of the locker room. So you've got 2 minutes and 32 seconds right here to put some points on the board and get some confidence back going, get some rhythm on that offense.
Last thing you want to do here, Derek, turn the football over in your own territory or go on a quick 3 and out and have to punt it away and give it back to the Spartans.
Yeah, and I think both teams have all their timeouts here in the first half remaining.
Receiver split out to each side. Luckett, play action, has to step up in the pocket. Nothing doing there. Loss on the play. Clock will continue to roll.
Looks like Waller getting in there will get credit for the tackle for a loss. Really bringing the pressure that time where the Spartans. Chase Ferris gets in there early. Waller able to catch up with Luckett.
say clock continuing to roll as we approach 2 minutes now left to play in the half. Franklin Finance scoreboard shows the Spartans up 14-7. They have scored 14 unanswered. It's going to be Wright, first man through from the fullback spot, works his way across the 30 to the 31. Give him 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, it looks like Salem going to take the time out here to try to save a little clock.
Coach Holter wanting to add points on that scoreboard, as you said, Derek, because also they do get that football back to start the second half after winning that opening coin toss. Give us an opportunity to thank our wonderful sponsors of Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. You've got Steve Maddie for Commonwealth Attorney, Bob Parcell with Remax Mountain to Lake Realty, Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, Franklin Finance, Rhodes, Ferguson, and Stone Attorneys at Law, Budget Blinds, bringing you our good calls, bad calls, and no calls all season long. Davis and Davis Attorneys at Law, Carillion, Rocky Mount Chiropractic. They'll be having our halftime adjustment coming up in just a couple of minutes. Christina Defiball, who brings you our perfect timing play with Weichert Realtors, Bridges and Company. You've got Willard Insurance with Erie, Connor Bowman Funeral Home and Crematory, Farm Credit, and Bill Overton for Sheriff. So we thank all of those wonderful sponsors of Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12, helping bring Eagle Football right here into your living room. 3rd down and 9 here from the 31. 4 receiver set, 2 split out to each side for Luckett. Needing to pick up the first down, Smith's going to come across the formation. Luckett's going to step up in the pocket, feels the pressure, fires it up. Smith doesn't release, and that'll stop the clock with 1:35 left to play here in the half, and Franklin County will have to punt this one away.
Yeah, still like the look. Not a bad play, and Smith was wide open there. If he would have released a little sooner, you can tell Luckett just kind of laid that one out there. He had to do something with it, try to let his guy go make a play, but well defended by the Spartans with the Eagles coming out in this pass formation. Again, pressure from the edge makes Luckett leave that pocket. And there, if Smith releases right there, he's got all kind of room behind him, but that'll happen.
Luckett, high spiraling kick, going to keep this one in the middle of the field. Fair catch by Collins at the 30. And the Spartans are going to have 2 timeouts and 1 minute and 28 seconds left to work with here in the first half.
Yeah, and that's an eternity for this offense. They've got big play ability. They can explode any moment, as we've seen there in the last couple of drives for Salem. And they've got weapons all over the field. They can throw it out on the edge. They've got an explosive back in the backfield that they can hand it to. This will be a big 128 here for this Franklin County defense.
Very similar formation here for the Spartans. Franklin County caught out of position here. And that's going to be number 11, Chauncey Logan, run out of bounds after the first down. You see it here on the Bob Parcell replay. Jacob Stockton looking to get in position and is able to close a lot of real estate here. But Franklin County needing to get their head in the game here late in this first half.
Yeah, and what it did, it left the defender out here on an island by itself. Belcher's trying to make a tackle and being blocked as well. Stockton couldn't get over there in time to make the stop.
Same formation here for the Spartans. Blitz coming on each side here by the Eagles. And that catch gonna fall incomplete. Good attempt there by Jaden McDonald, but can't haul it in. And he had an Eagle defender all over it.
He sure did. Very close to picking that one off. That was Holland over there. And I tell you, if Holland could have came up with that, it could have went the other way for Franklin County.
Clock will stop with 1:14 left to play here in the half. 2nd down and 10 for the Spartans from their own 41-yard line. They're going to stay in the 4 wide receiver set. 2 split out to each side. Hunter Cheney out of the shotgun. He's going to lose that football. Has to fall on it. Back at the 34. And Coach Edwards will take the timeout with 1:09 left to play here in the half. Franklin Finance scoreboard shows the Spartans up 14-7. We're going to be right back. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Steve Maddie was born and raised right here in Franklin County. He graduated from Franklin County High School, went on to serve his country, graduated from Ferrum College and Liberty University School of Law, and then continued to serve his community. Now, as an attorney, he wants to service Franklin County as your Commonwealth's attorney and work with our great law enforcement to keep our county safe.
I am Steve Maddie, and I would appreciate your vote November the 5th, and I approve this message.
So the Eagles take a timeout, their first of the half, with 1:09 left to play in the second quarter. Big 3rd down and 16 upcoming by the Spartans. Throw to the outside, nothing doing there. Cheney airmails that one into the Eagle bench, and Franklin County going to have an opportunity to get this one back. 2 timeouts and 1 minute and 4 seconds to work with.
Great job there by Coach Edwards, taking that timeout, stopping the clock, knowing his defense is going to give him an opportunity to get the football back here for his offense. You know, that's a gutsy call there to call that timeout and stop the clock here.
Bring on Chauncey Logan to punt it away once again. Very unorthodox formation for the Spartans. Gives you a lot of opportunity. Typically rolls out to his right side. Does just that here and punts this one away. It's going to stay towards the middle of the field. And wisely, the Eagles will get away from that one. And they're going to have excellent field position here out at the 41-yard line with 55 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining in the half.
Well, it puts you in striking position from here. And, you know, you need a couple of big plays. You need to get out of bounds. You do have those 2 timeouts, but you're still going to have to hurry. Key here is not to take sacks, not to try to get tackled in the middle of the field if you don't have the first down.
Garrett Garman will be the receiver to the top of the formation. Jacob Stockton in the slot. Play action. Luckett steps up in the pocket. Going to have to take off across midfield. Holds on to the football. Down to the 45. Picks up the first down. Clock will start once the line is set. We'll see if they decide to clock it here.
Great job by Luckett.
Luckett will clock it with 39 seconds left to play here in the first half. What a run there by Josh Luckett.
Yeah, great job. He stepped up, felt the pressure. Again, just we say it over and over, but the poise this young man is showing here in his first campaign starting at center. Here's the replay. A good pocket, but he rolls right out into the pressure. Falls back up inside, and Luckett does a great job getting up in there, getting that first down.
Big blow for the Eagle defense. Bryson Chrisman down here on the sideline.
That's huge.
On crutches. He's a big part of that interior defensive line for the Eagles. So the clock stopped with 39 seconds. 2nd down and 10 from the 44-yard line of the Spartans. Luckett quickly rolls out. Good attempt there to Garman. Only player on the field who could catch that football, Derek.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't a bad throw. A little bit out of the reach, but again, you've got him rolling out instead of just staying in that pocket and rolled right into the pressure again on the edge from the Spartans and made Luckett rush that throw a little bit and just off the fingertips.
It's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles. They're in Spartan territory at the 44. They do have 2 timeouts remaining, as do the Spartans, with just 34 seconds left here in the half. Again, be sure to stick around at the half for our Rocky Mount Chiropractic halftime adjustment. If you're just joining us, the Spartans will get the football to start the second half. Luckett's going to fire this one into a lot of traffic. Going to be tipped away, and it will bring up 4th down here for the Eagles.
Double coverage down there. McDonald was got a hand on it there, but they're really jamming up Garman on the line and then double covering him down the field. Only receiver in the pattern as far as I can see as Luckett chucks it deep, but Garman just couldn't quite get there. They haven't quite been able to connect.
So 27 seconds left to play in the half. Clock is stopped. Luckett will look to get another good punt off here. Snaps a little bit high, is able to pull it down. High end over end kick, fair catch called for at the 10 and will be made. We'll see what the Spartans do with their 21 seconds and 2 timeouts here on this drive.
That deep, you almost expect them just to take a knee and take the lead to the house knowing you're getting the football back. But, you know, you can never tell when you come to Salem what's going to happen.
Here's a shot of the Franklin County Eagle cheerleaders here to cheer on the Eagles. Lots to cheer about here in the first half as we have a great football game here. And Derek, just week 2, lots of other great opponents coming up this season. Next week, home opener against EC Glass. Another tough opponent coming into the friendly confines of Cy Dillon Stadium.
Yeah, and you're right. It's tough tonight. It's not going to get any easier next week with EC Glass.
So Salem will take a knee and take this one into the half with the Spartans up 14-7 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. As soon as the clock strikes 0 in about 10 seconds, we're going to take a break, and we will be back with our halftime recap and our Rocky Mount Chiropractic halftime adjustment. Eagle fans will come to their feet to cheer on these Eagles, and we'll be back with more Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
There's the Franklin Finance scoreboard at the half. Salem up 14-7 over the Eagles. And Derek, time now for our Rocky Mount Chiropractic halftime adjustment, brought to you by the great folks at Rocky Mount Chiropractic. Before we came on, we're kind of talking, you got a 14-7 ball game. The Spartans had to use a gimmick there, converted it very successfully, yes. And they're taking the lead here into the half. They're going to get the football back to start the second half, but Franklin County playing good football here early.
Yeah, they really are, and you know, to take something that you said, you gave them 7, they earned the other. You know, this ball game is well contested. Just a dogfight out there. And honestly, one of the things we talked about in the pregame is who's going to make the big plays, who's going to stop the big plays. Right now, Salem is winning because of the big plays. You had the big 4th down conversion on the fake punt, followed up immediately by a 20-yard touchdown run by Xavion Wood. You had a 60-yard run by Isaiah Persinger that set up the next touchdown. So those big plays are happening for Salem. You know, you had a big completion out to Collins where he was able to get the sideline. I think he picked up 19. Big play again for Salem that is giving them some traction. On the other side, Franklin County hasn't been able to break a big play at all. They took advantage of a short field, punched a touchdown in early to give them that early lead. They've been looking for that home run ball all night to Garrett Garman, just haven't been able to connect. You haven't seen the big run break by Jerron Smith. Right now, Salem's making the big plays. Franklin County isn't.
Absolutely. I think, too, if you look at the Eagles, you got to start playing that football that we saw to start this ball game and we saw last week, establishing that run game, picking up those first downs, getting a little bit of a cushion. Let Luckett make those plays that we know that he can make with his feet. Let him make those plays with his arm. You don't have to keep going downfield. Eventually, you're going to connect, as you said in the second quarter there. That's going to start to open up. If you start to force the issue, you saw Salem there late, jamming him up at the line of scrimmage, double coverage down the field. So I think if you're Franklin County, get back in that football that we saw for the first 5 quarters of this season. Kind of got away from it there in the second quarter. Very much like we saw Liberty do a week ago. They came out in that stacked Maryland eye. They went away from it. Franklin County was able to pull away and never look back. I think if you're Salem, you got to figure out your identity here. You know, it's took a little bit of trickeration to get yourself in this position. Franklin County, at times during this game, has manhandled you up front. At times, you've really manhandled the line of scrimmage. You've got 2 backs that can break this game wide open. You've got a receiver on the outside who can find a lot of separation. You haven't got him into the ball game. So I think, again, the key for both of these 2 teams, get back to the football that's really got you to this point in the season, that's found you that success. And I think the team that does that is going to be the team that comes away with the win here tonight. And again, that's our halftime adjustment, brought to you by the good folks at Rocky Mount Chiropractic with Dr. Kim Skillen and Dr. Marlene Skillen. They're your locally owned and operated chiropractor right here in Franklin County, treating a wide range of injuries from athletic injuries to motor vehicle accidents and many others. So let Rocky Mount Chiropractic help you improve your life and well-being. Rocky Mount Chiropractic is located across from Franklin County High School as a proud sponsor of Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. We would also like to thank our other wonderful sponsors of Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Steve Matty for Commonwealth's attorney, Bob Parcell Realtor with Remax Mountain to Lake Realty, Redwood Fuel, Oil, and Propane, Rhodes, Ferguson, and Stone Attorneys at Law, Budget Blinds, bringing you our good calls, bad calls, and no calls all season long. Davis Attorneys at Law, Carillion, Rocky Mount Chiropractic with our halftime adjustment, Christina Deffenbaugh with our perfect timing, and we saw that play earlier in the game with Weichert Realtors, Bridges and Company, Willard Insurance with Erie Insurance, Connor Bowman Funeral Home and Crematory, Farm Credit, and re-elect Bill Overton for Sheriff. Again, we thank all of these wonderful sponsors of Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network. Cable 12 at the half. Spartans up 14-7 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. We're going to be back with third quarter right after these.
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or agricultural, family-owned Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane is here for all of your heating and appliance needs. Come check out our new state-of-the-art showroom, showcasing a full line of propane appliances, including gas heaters and logs. All propane tanks and gas installations are performed by employees trained and certified through the National Propane Gas Association. Don't let winter catch you by surprise this year. Give us a call today at 483-7726 or visit us on the web at redwoodfuel.com.
I'm Dean Stone, manager at Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, and we invite you to come see what we have to offer in our new showroom.
That'll wrap up our halftime recap. The Spartans are going to get the ball to start the third quarter. Holland gets a foot on this one. Drives Collins back deep to his own 5-yard line. Patiently waits on the hole to open up. Not much going there. He's going to be dropped down at his own 25.
Yeah, good coverage down there again by Marshawn Muse. That's his second big tackle on a kickoff tonight. Young man doing his job for Franklin County. A senior on this football team, 5'10", 223.
$11:54 left to play here in the half. See what the Spartans do here on this first drive.
This is as big for Franklin County defensively as it is for Salem offensively here on this opening drive of this half.
Quick hitter out to the outside. Catch going to be made by Logan. He's going to be tripped up across the 30. They're going to mark him out to the 34-yard line. Going to be about a yard short of the first down.
That's a pretty generous spot there as they really let him roll on out a few more yards there. Pretty good play out there by Stockton to get there and just catch enough of the ankle. Knee down about the 32, and they'll give him the forward roll.
Again, our good calls, bad calls, and no calls all season long brought to you by the good folks at Budget Blinds. Style for every season, a style for every point of view. Here's going to be Persinger. He's going to work his way out of the pack and have enough for the first down.
Man, I tell you, that's a good hard run by that young man. Franklin County had that stuffed up in the middle. You see it right there. He's driven backwards as the defensive line pushes him back, and he's just able to get away and turn the corner before Holland finally brings him down. But as you said, it is enough for a first down.
State quarterback Hunter Cheney was already going to the sideline to get that third down play. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 38. Receivers split out to each side. Last man through is going to get the football. That's Wood, and he's going to lose yardage on the play here. This is that defense that we need out of Franklin County. Landon Church in on the stop.
Yeah, Hairston got in there first, it looks like, wrapped him up right there, and then Landon Church comes in, lays the big hit to clean it up for a loss on the play. Have I mentioned how much I like William Hairston at that defensive tackle spot?
It's going to bring up a second down and 11. Ball moved back to the 37. Tough sweep coming to the near side to Wood. He's going to change directions, and there's going to be a block, but it's going to spring him out close to midfield. We'll catch this one on the Bob Parcell replay.
Going to be about a 13-yard pickup. A good play there. Good hard run by Wood. Defense played it perfectly over here as they had it bottled up, and then the cutback was just enough to spring Wood around the edge. And that's a good player making a big play, and he'll have enough for the first down out to midfield.
Tell you, that Eagle defender didn't get the block in the back call because he's just too strong.
Ran through it.
Was not moved by the block in the back. But anyway, it's going to be a first down here for the Spartans. Looks to go downfield, has a receiver out here. Great pass defense by Stockton. Kind of baited the throw to the outside to Logan.
Yeah, Stockton did a great job getting up there, knocking that one down. I tell you what, if it gets over his fingertips, Logan was wide open, but a great play by Stockton. You see the replay right there. Shows that vertical leap. Knocks that ball out of the air.
Going to reset the play clock here. Something we did not see at all last week against Liberty.
Well, I mean, you said as soon as the ball's set, it's a 45-second clock now. What are they doing having to reset it?
Going to be a quick hitter here to the near side to Ferris. He's off to the races. Pulled down at the 25. Big gainer there. 25-yard pitch and catch from Cheney to Ferris.
Belcher over there gets the stop, but watch out. Salem has this quick passing attack working. And I tell you, it's all a screen set up. It's just a little wide receiver screen. And I tell you, Franklin County, it's the one play that they haven't defended well all night long. And Salem just keeps going to it, and the gains get larger.
10:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Spartans up 14-7 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. Play clock inside of 10. Cheney comes under center. He's going to hand it off to Wood. Nothing doing there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good stop there by the Eagles defense.
Yeah, Landon Church in there again gets up off the bottom of that pile. But again, a great job by the interior defense. Gets penetration, takes on that lead block.
Bring up second down and 10 here from the 26. The Eagles struck first in this ball game, but the Spartans have scored 14 unanswered. Two receivers set to the top of the formation. Quick pitch out to Wood, has real estate out front, cuts back, stays on his feet inside the 20. Gonna mark him down at the 17.
Yeah, Stockton comes up to make the stop. Again, Franklin County has it defended fairly well, but Wood has a deceptive speed, and when he turns those shoulders and goes north and south, he is a tough runner to bring down. Big third down play here.
9 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Be a big third down and 1 here. Expect to be a steady dose right up the middle. Eagle defense stands strong. Nothing doing there. No gain on the play. Going to bring up fourth down.
Maybe even a loss of about a half a yard. So decision-making time here. Armini was the first Eagle on the attack, but I tell you, plenty of others coming in there as well. Landon Church and Cromwell also. Everybody doing a good job there. Now, big fourth down here for Franklin County.
Don't want to jump off sides here. You also don't want to give up the big play in looking to defend. What you expect to be a run up the middle. Quick pitch to the outside. A lot of real estate. Cuts back inside. Ball's going to come out. Eagles will recover. And a big play on the defensive side. See who comes up with that one. And it will be Eagle football.
And I'm going to tell you what.
Elijah Belcher recovering that fumble.
Elijah Belcher on the spot. Franklin County defender held right there that didn't get called. And I tell you what, you got the hand, it goes your way sometimes when you don't get those calls as Wood puts the ball on the turf. Eagles with a huge turnover. Looked like Parker Scott made the tackle and knocked that football loose.
I'll tell you, Derek, we're also getting back to that point. Lots of gray jerseys around that football. Come on! And have a false start by Belcher. He's just too jacked up down here.
He is, and why not? Has been all night. That young man's been in on a lot of big plays. Take a breath.
He's coming to the sideline, says, Coach, you got to take me out. I'm too jacked up.
I was going. It was going.
He knew that play was coming to him.
Fans, keep up with the Hokies. What's your
It's going to be a first down and 15. We'll back them deep into their own territory, back to the 18.
Got to find a way here to take advantage and put something together here.
Back to the 13, excuse me, Derek.
That's okay, good math. It's all good.
Receivers split out to each side for the Eagles' I formation. First man through is going to get the football. It's going to be Wright. He's going to work his way out close to the 15.
I tell you, the hole was there again. Good job by Wright getting a few, but it closed up quickly on the backside. Initially, the offensive line for Franklin County opened up a hole, and you see it there, but the defensive end just crashed down and able to get to Wright before he could get through the hole. And we mentioned it last week, he exploded onto the scene, and he is going to be a joy to watch for a long time. But one thing about it, he's not going to sneak up on anybody else after the coming out performance he had last week.
Bring up second down and 14. Ball resting on their own 15-yard line. Two receivers set to the top out of the pistol. Luckett's going to roll the pocket to the right side. Has a receiver out here in Garmin. Just puts a little too much air under that one. Another opportunity missed there for the Eagles.
Yeah, I like it. You know, Garmin opened that time again, and Luckett just couldn't get the football to him. Franklin County's done this a lot over the years. They roll that passer out of the pocket. He's throwing the football on the move, and that makes it much more difficult sometimes. But Luckett really hadn't been on target tonight, and looking for that big completion that they need right here on third down and 14.
Ball will still be on their own 15-yard line. Garmin, the receiver, to the top of the formation, tight to the near side. Hand off to Smith. Rolls forward to about the 20. And the Eagles are going to have to punt this football away and put their defense back on the field.
Yep, they're going to need a big punt here from Luckett as they went conservative there. Don't want to have a turnover this deep in your own territory. Hoping Smith can break one, and he hasn't done that tonight. You know, he's been right there a couple of times. He doesn't need a lot of room to get going, but he needs a little more than that.
Luckett will be back at his own 6-yard line to punt this one away. Clock rolling, 6:40 left to play here in the third quarter. It's going to be a low line drive kick fielded at the 48 of the Spartans. It's going to be Collins. He's going to be wrapped up about the 48 of the Spartans. 4-yard return there.
Great coverage by the punt team that time for Franklin County. Low line drive punt, but Armini down there and Holly as well to make the stop. Only a 4-yard return for the dangerous Collins.
Big opportunity here for the Eagle defense to stand tall once again. Offense going to have to pick up the slack here.
Yeah, you almost feel like the defense needs a pick six or a scoop and score or something right now. Salem's defense has looked outstanding against Franklin County's offense here of late.
Last man through, Persinger going to get the football. Officials letting that one go way too long.
Sure
Persinger kind of a sitting duck there in the middle of the pile.
Yeah, they sure did.
He's going to get 2 yards on that carry. But also that young man likes to keep those feet churning.
Yeah,
great, strong runner there in Persinger.
Chrisman getting up off the bottom of the pile and Stockton coming in, cleaning it up. But about every Eagles player, Cromwell looked like he had an ankle under there as well. And you're right, very dangerous to let Persinger be wrapped up like that in that pile.
5:55 left to play here in the third quarter. A great high school football game here in week 2. Two great teams battling it out here on the field. It's going to be a pitch out to Persinger on the near side. Again, that second and third move picks up a couple of extra yards down to about the 41.
Yeah, Franklin County again had it defended well initially. The outside linebacker to this side turns it back in, which is his job, but just not enough pursuit quick enough that time. As Armini out here did his job, turned the runner back in, and the rest of the Eagles able to catch up, but not before Persinger picks up about 5.
It'll be third down and 3. Ball resting on the Eagle 41-yard line. Play action, screen setting up. There's real estate on the near side. Flag's gonna fly. And this is gonna be a lot of real estate picked up here by Pinello. Another flag's gonna fly down to the 20.
It very possibly is a couple blocking the backs, both of them. This one up here is for sure.
Got one flag sitting at the 42, another one sitting at the 23.
You'll see it. Franklin County actually reads the play fairly well. You got Cromwell over there. He turns into a pinball, and there's the block in the back that gets called. I mean, a blatant block in the back. And we'll see what the call is down the field. But I don't think that one's going to matter at this point.
There's a block in the back on the Spartans.
I think both of them will be.
Again, our good calls, bad calls, and no calls all season long. Brought to you by the great folks at Budget Blinds. Style for every season, a style for every point of view. And it's the gift that you can open each and every day of the year. So be sure to treat yourself to a new set of window coverings in your home. Be sure to give great folks at Budget Blinds a call. It's going to back it up to a 3rd down and 14 into their own territory, back to the 48. So the Eagles, a big opportunity here on 3rd down and long. Pass play. Cheney drops back, has Ferris out here. Eagles looking to close the gap. Flag's going to fly. Catch will be made at the 20.
Yeah, what a catch by that young man, in spite of the penalty that's going to get called.
See it here, Cheney on the Bob Parcell replay puts plenty of air under it, and Ferris, sure hands on the outside.
What a beautiful grab. I mean, a beautiful catch. Looks like he might have caught that one-handed.
Pass interference will be declined. It will be 1st down and 10 from the Eagle 20-yard line. And the Spartans have this offense clicking here.
Yeah, Franklin County needing a big play now, in danger, as the Spartans have hit yet another big play.
.15 seconds on the play clock. Coach Holter may have to take a timeout here. They look to run personnel off inside of 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And Coach Holter going to have to take the timeout with 4:16 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a timeout too. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
If you don't have the WFXR News app, download it now.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch Connor Bowman and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
Spartans have to burn a timeout there. They have just 2 remaining in the game, 4:16 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. They do pick up a 1st down on the pass to Ferris. Here's Wood. He's going to work his way inside the 15, down to the 14. So good pickup there on 1st down.
Elijah Witcher making the stop for Franklin County. I tell you, those toss sweeps, when these big backs for Salem can get a running start, they are hard to bring down. But it looks like Wood is still down. That could be a big blow for Salem.
He's going to look to find his way over to the sideline. Again, he's the spellback to Persinger, who we haven't saw much of here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, Wood's really been the premier back, and rightfully so. That young man is really doing a good job here carrying the football for Franklin County. I'm sorry, for Salem.
Reset here on 2nd down and 3. Big hit in the backfield.
Guess who? William Hairston making the play, blowing the inside trap up before it could get started.
Leftwich running the football. Tell you, big fan club down here in the stands for William Hairston. Making his presence known here on the defensive front. Bring up a 3rd down and 5 from the 16, clock rolling with 3:10 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Franklin Finance scoreboard. Yet to see a mark here in the 2nd half. The 2 receivers set to the top of the formation. Touch sweep coming to the far side. That's Persinger. He's got the real estate. He's got the speed. And he's going to put another 6 points on the board for the Spartans. 16-yard touchdown run for Isaiah Persinger.
Again, that toss sweep has worked tonight, and the blocks on the edge by the wide receivers are tremendous. What a job out there by Sean Collins. We talk about his speed, his ability to catch the football and make plays. he made that play right there, sealing up that edge on that toss sweep.
Spartans on to attempt the extra point. Snaps a little low, holds good, kick is up, and the kick is good. And after 2:56 left to play in the third quarter, Spartans up 21-7 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. We're going to be right back. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person like this.
Your local Erie agent is Willard Insurance Agency. Visit willardinsurance.org.
Erie Insurance.
Stockton and Smith back deep for the Eagles with 2:56 left to play here in the third quarter. Spartans now up 21-7 on a 16-yard touchdown run by the running back Isaiah Persinger. Ball's going to be fielded by Cody McGuire and worked out to the 41-yard line. We'll see if the Eagles can get something going here on offense.
Great field position again for Franklin County as the Eagles. Somebody slow getting up over there for Franklin County, but good job by McGuire just getting what he can there. You wonder if you don't, in this situation again, sneak one of your guys up into that spot and see if you sneak Garmin up there or even Smith. But, hey, Cody McGuire, first and foremost, is fielding the football and hanging on to it, so doing a good job.
That's Ty Armini, the injured Eagle, on the play. First down and 10 here from their own 41-yard line. Two receivers set to the near side. Conley will come across the formation. First man through is going to be right. Breaks through that first tackle. Works his way out to the 47. Give him the 48, actually. 7-yard pickup there.
Yeah, just that quick inside give, and that's just a straight dive. No trap, no nothing. And secondary blocking, able to get up to those linebacker level that time, and Wright able to pick up about 7, really his best run on the night.
Logan in on the stop there for the Spartans. Salem has really blown this game wide open, 21-7. Still within reach for the Eagles, but have to get things going here on offense. Tight coverage on Garmin to the near side. It's going to be Smith staying on his feet across the 45-40, down to the 39. Collins with the stop. Derek, I don't know if you can see it on the Bob Parcell replay. Great job down here on the near side by Jordan McDonald, stuffing Garmin, but then Garmin continues with the play, picks up a good block downfield.
Yeah, he sure did. A great job downfield. You'll see it right here at the end. But I tell you, Jerron Smith maybe has just about had enough of this. He's fighting his way through. His biggest gainer on the night right there, and he earned every one of them. And he is a step away from breaking one, and that's what it's going to take here. Down 21-7 late in the third. Franklin County needs a big play.
And we have a great football game on our hands. Two teams playing their heart out here. This is going to be Smith up the middle. Big hole out across the 30. Clay's going to have enough for another Eagle first down to the 31.
Yeah, and if you're Franklin County, just keep churning it. Smith, you see him right there, shoe coming off. He waves off the sub. He said, I'll get it. Got that foot back down in there, but here it is, and it's all Jerron Smith. Good lead blocking up front. There's the fullback right leading the way. And Smith, I tell you, he's just a step away again from breaking that one.
Bobby Pinello finally making the stop there for the Spartans. First down and 10 from the Spartan 29-yard line. As we approach 1 minute left to play here in the third quarter. Conley will come across the formation. Be a handoff to Smith. Fights through the arm tackle to pick up about 2 yards on that one.
And again, initially that play was there. You'll see it on the replay. The counter initially was there, but a good job. Smith almost too quick to the hole that time. And the bounce, the kick out outside was there. He was dead set on cutting inside that kick out block, and it cost him some yardage as he ran into his blocker, allowed the defender to get up there and make the stop for Salem.
Inside of 30 seconds now left to play in the third quarter. Two receivers set to the top of the formation. Garrett Garman will be the receiver to the top. Jacob Stockton in the slot. Franklin County is going to play action, has time, throws it to Garman. Good out route, and he's going to look to get away and will get out close to the 10-yard line. Mark him out at the 11.
And that is a great throw by Luckett here on the run. A great pattern by Garman on the out. And it'll be a big gainer and a first down before McDonald makes the stop for Salem. Hey, 1st and 10 here. Clock stopped with 8 seconds to go as he got out of bounds.
And again, throwing the football before Garman even makes the break.
I like Luckett. I tell you, he really is impressive. He is good, really good.
As you said, clock stopped with 8 seconds left to play. It's now 1st down and goal from the 10-yard line. Two receivers once again to the top of the formation. Smith will get the handoff. They will blow that one dead inside the 10. Looks like they're going to give him about 2 yards, and that will end the third quarter of play. Eagles knocking on the door. We'll be right back with more Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Long ago, Carilion Clinic made a promise to be here every moment. That means the moment you need care, and every other moment too. Because by providing tools, support, and guidance to take charge of your health on your terms, we're helping you live better every day. Carilion Clinic is right here for you from moment one.
Back now to start the fourth quarter of play with the Spartans up 21-7 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard, deep in Spartan territory. Play action. Luckett has the fullback here in the flats. It will be dropped by Wright. It's his first drop on the season.
It sure is. As good as that young man is, you hate to see that happen. And Luckett, I tell you what, he put it right on the money. Couldn't have laid it out there any better, but Wright just turned to look to that goal line a little too soon, and it slips through his fingers. Would have been 6.
We'll bring up a 3rd down and goal here for the Eagles. Ball resting on the 8-yard line. Big drive here for Franklin County to keep this game within reach.
See if the Eagles go right back to it.
Hand off to Smith on the right side, keeps his feet moving down to the 6, give him 2 there. It's going to ring up a 4th down and a long 6 yards for the Eagles.
What do you draw up here? 4th down, you got to get to the goal, you got to score. What do you go to here? That play action in the flat has been open a couple of times. They just have not been able to connect.
Going to be Garman to the top of the formation, Conley in the slot. Deshaun Wright at fullback, Jerron Smith at tailback. Luckett flushed out of the pocket, has room over here, needs to make it happen, gets to the corner, touchdown Eagles, 6-yard touchdown run by Josh Luckett. That young man used about 40 yards of real estate, but a great job too by the other 10 guys on this field, not picking up a hold, not picking up a block in the back, because I tell you, busted play from the start.
Not giving up. Look at the guys set up after the play comes back across on the Bob Parcell replay. Again, the poise by Luckett in that quarterback position, that young man making it happen, and that was huge.
And a big extra point upcoming here by Holly. So the Eagles will run one on late. The extra point is good.
Yeah, but it's going to be a false start because the young man was running forward when the ball was snapped.
So they will reset here and have to re-kick it.
At some point, do you just let that go? Run it with 10?
Re-attempt to try.
So we'll have to see if the Eagles can convert this all-important extra point.
While we're waiting, congratulations to Matt White of Salem, winner of tonight's 50-50, worth $902.
Back it up to the 15. Snaps good, holds good, kick is up. It is good once again. With 11:07 left to play in the third quarter. Spartans still on top of the Eagles. Claw closer. They're down 21-14. We'll be right back with more Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Hello, Franklin County. It's Doug Williams with Budget Blinds. We're your turnkey solution to all your window covering needs. I hope you're watching Franklin County Cable 12 Sports, where we bring to you the umpires and the officials each and every week. And every time a bad call is made, that is brought to you by the blind guys. Is this year you're building that new house? How about adding on that sunroom you've been talking about? Well, here at Budget Blinds, we're here to help. The consultation is free, we do the work, and it's all backed by our 5-year no questions asked warranty. This year, let the blind guys help you see the possibilities.
After the 6-yard touchdown, scramble by Josh Luckett and Holly converting the extra point. Collins is going to return this one out. Good patience, look to get to the outside, but he's going to be hemmed up. Eagles clawing at that football, and they're going to mark him down at the 23-yard line. And we'll see if this Eagle defense can stand tall on this drive.
Well, they got to find a way to stop giving up those big plays, those second efforts on defense. You know, your offense just put together a great drive, went down the field and scored to get you back in this football game. You got 11 minutes to go here. Nothing bigger could happen right now for Franklin County than a quick turnover or a 3-and-out.
Two receivers split to the near side. Cheney comes under center. It's like Persinger going to get the football. Nothing doing there. Give him back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Yeah, I tell you, they've really had his number. A good job by Elijah Witcher up inside again. They've really been able to hold Persinger in check, minus a couple of big runs. They've really done a good job on him.
I think that was actually Cameron Leftwich on the carry there for the Spartans.
Well, they've done good against Persinger anyway.
Same formation with two receivers set to the near side, 2nd down and 10. Persinger's going to get this carry. He's going to fight forward. Going to give him a yard on 2nd down.
Cromwell in there, Stockton cleaning it up. Way to go out there by Brian Cromwell, staying at home on the counter. And Hunter Canady coming in and cleaning it up. That's a middle linebacker's dream right there, the back standing up on the outside edge.
Bring up 3rd down and 9 from their own 24-yard line. A little bit of confusion for the Spartans as the play clock rolls inside of 15 seconds. Just 9:45 left to play in the ball game. Two receivers set to the top. Man in the slot is uncovered on the top side. I think the Eagles are going to take a timeout.
Yeah, a lot of confusion on the defensive side that time for Franklin County.
It will be an Eagle timeout. Slot guy at the top of the formation uncovered. We'll take a quick timeout too with 9:35 left to play here in the ball game. 21-14 Spartans lead. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Steve Maddie was born and raised right here in Franklin County. He graduated from Franklin County High School, went on to serve his country, graduated from Ferrum College and Liberty University School of Law, and then continued to serve his community. Now, as an attorney, he wants to service Franklin County as your Commonwealth's attorney and work with our great law enforcement to keep our county safe.
I am Steve Maddie, and I would appreciate your vote November the 5th, and I approve this message.
After the Franklin County timeout, both teams with 2 left in the ball game. It'll be a 3rd down and 9 from their own 24-yard line. Two receivers split out to each side. The false start on the Spartans. That's going to back them up.
I'll tell you.
Uncharacteristic.
Well, you've got some confusion in the play calling in your personnel. You know, Franklin County has to call a timeout, and you come out after a timeout and get a false start penalty. I think Salem is feeling it a little bit right now here in their house.
We've got two coaching staffs very familiar with one another. You got two teams, as we said, all night trying to do the same thing in the same way. And you're seeing it here with our 21-14 score. It's going to be tossed up to the top. The pass will be dropped. Great defense here on the outside by the freshman Holland. And that's on their number one receiver, Sean Collins, who drops the football.
Yeah, he was step for step, great coverage, and he was right in position. But Collins should have made that catch. That's off of both hands. And you'll see it on the replay. Great coverage again. Don't get me wrong, great coverage. But it is a perfect throw, and Collins makes that catch 9 out of 10 times.
Garrett Garman back at his own 50-yard line, and the Spartans going to fake it once again, then gets a beautiful booming kick away, and the Eagles will just have to let this one fall. Tell you, if Chauncey Logan would have just taken off, I think he would have had a good opportunity, but wisely punts it away, and his best punt of the night.
Absolutely his best punt. Is that like a read option on the punt? I mean, is that what that is?
Derek, I'm not going to lie, that's the scariest play I've seen in a long time.
All night, right? You're going, they're not faking it. It's 4th and 10 from the 12. They're not faking it. But wow.
The options that gives you.
Right.
Having a young man like Chauncey Logan back there punting the football. You got the 3 split outs wide. Gives you. I thought he was going to throw the football, but what a look there by Salem, just making something happen.
And then you said it, it's his best punt of the night. It's because he took 18 steps to get into it.
Again, I don't know if high school football gets any better than what you're seeing right here tonight.
Not much.
It's going to be Smith up the middle to the 40-yard line.
Going to give him 4. You like the fight. I tell you what, these guys have been at each other up inside there all night long. Pinella in there making the stop.
Jacob Stockton going to bring the play in from the sideline. Clock rolling, starting to become the biggest enemy of the Eagles. So we're inside of 8:45 left to play here in this one. 2 receivers in the formation to the near side. Garrett Garman at the boundary. Stockton in the slot. Play action, needing a block. Has right out here, catches it made at the 45. Lowers the shoulder, rolls across midfield, and Kashawn Wright. That's what he can do out of that fullback spot if he can find some space.
And Collins made a great play out here, though. He beat the block and made the tackle, but he paid for it. Great job, Kashawn Wright. His first big play of the night. That kid's got the moves. He can do it. But there you see Collins beating the block, and then Wright just punishing that young man, and Collins is still limping out there.
Yeah, both teams leaving it all on the field here. It got a little chippy there in the second quarter, Derek, but it's been all business here in the second half.
Well, I think at this point respect has been earned and given both ways, so these guys know they're fighting it out each way.
Smith up the middle, hits the hole. He's going to trip across the 45 down to the 44.
Go ahead, Kevin.
His Eagle offense on a roll.
He keeps his balance there. He's taking it the distance. And you're right. You can feel the momentum shift. The confidence has moved to this sideline. Franklin County just continuing to churn it away at this. Those holes are getting a little bit bigger up front. Jerron Smith is a step quicker, and he is on the verge of breaking one right here.
2 receivers set to the top of the formation. Luckett brings the line set with 7:20 left to play in this one. Straight drop back. He's going to fire it. Has a receiver out here. Catch is going to be made. Garrett Garman, 44-yard pitch and catch. Josh Luckett to Garrett Garman. Flag's going to fly on the sideline down here. But the Eagles will have an opportunity to tie this one up.
Did we say they needed to hit the big one, and they finally would? They've gotten back to their offense. They've sucked Salem in on that run. Garrett Garman can outrun everybody in the building, and he does. 44-yard strike for a touchdown. Let's see what the flag is. It looked like it was on the sideline. Should be after the play. If nothing else, a warning.
Could be a sideline interference. Touchdown is good. After the play, sideline warning on the Eagles.
Touchdown is good. After the touchdown, we have a sideline warning against
Franklin County with a huge opportunity here on the foot of Holly to tie this one up.
Yeah, this young man hadn't seen a kick more important than this one. We were talking with Matt Maxey down there before the game. A lot of confidence he's got in the young kicker here.
Snaps good, holds good, kick is up. Going to be blocked coming across the line, but will swim across. And the Eagles have tied this game up at 21 apiece with 7:12 left to play in this one. We're going to be back. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Look over there. That's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
Momentum has shifted in favor of the Eagles. We'll see what Persinger can do here as he has real estate to the near side, but the Eagles are going to wrap it up out about the 31-yard line. Arc him out to the 32, and that's where the Spartans will take over. 7:04 left to play in this one.
Good job by Holly coming in for Franklin County, because you said it. Persinger had a lot of room over to this side, but he stays home. Persinger gets away from Stockton right there, but there's Holly. Wraps him up, drops down, able to drag him to the turf.
Now you've got your defense on the field, one of your strong suits here early in the season. You don't want to give up the big play to shift the momentum. Just want to keep doing what you're doing. Pass play here, big rush coming up the middle by the Eagles. Hit as he throws, has a receiver out here. Catch is going to be made by Wood. He's off to the races. Nobody's catching him there. 68-yard touchdown pass from Cheney to Woods. You're going to see it here on the Bob Parcell replay. A little bit of confusion on the near side. Spartan player's going to hit the dirt, trips up the Eagle. But Wood, plenty of space, and big response there by the Spartans.
Yeah, that's huge. And I tell you, I don't know if there's confusion or what. That play took so long. Franklin County, so much pressure in on the quarterback that time. Cheney looked like they were going to have him dropped in the backfield. And what happened was the defensive back's eyes were in the backfield, and Wood just snuck out. And, man, what a response from the Spartans, and you wouldn't expect anything less from that bunch.
That's going to be Muff. Big play there. No good on the try. That's a big break there, and the Spartans now lead 27-21. 6:50 left to play in the ball game. We're going to take a break. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
That's big.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit. Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
Spartans strike quickly there. Big 62-yard pitch and catch from Cheney to Wood. Smith and Stockton are back deep. Eagles need to fall on this one. Will do so. Stockton will run it out at about the 27.
And that's a tough break for Franklin County. You want to go and let that football roll out of bounds. But Salem was right there. You can't take the chance and let them recover that bad boy. So Stockton had to pick it up and just roll on out with it. Franklin County with the football at their own 27, about their worst starting field position of the night.
That missed extra point gives the Eagles a big opportunity here. Down just 6 with 6:49 left to play in this ball game. Gonna have a receiver split out to each side. Stockton comes across the formation, hands it off to Smith. Can't get to the outside. Maybe a loss on the play there.
Yeah, Wood finally comes in and cleans it up, but he runs through the arm tackle of Sutphin there, initially number 32. Smith just shucks him right off, but Wood comes in to clean up the play.
Clock rolling inside of 6:25 left to play in this one. County needing a response here on the offensive side. Receivers split out to each side of the formation, I formation. Cromwell comes across the formation. Luckett, big pressure, has to step up. Will look to get away from this one across the 35, tucks it away, gets out close to the 40-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down.
What a job by this young man again. Josh Luckett really strung that play along, did a good job looking downfield, holding that football out. It kept the defense at bay just enough, and that young man's got some sneaky good quickness as he's able to stretch it out to the 40 to get the first down.
He's one of those players that convinces the defender to just run with him.
Right. Just come on.
You know, we saw that all season long. As you said, string that play out towards the sideline. You know, we haven't saw any big bursts of speed from him. But it's going to be first down and 10 now, ball from the 40. Twin receiver set to the near side. Luckett's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to take off once again. Big hit there at midfield. He's going to pop right back up. That was Bobby Pinello in on the stop.
Yeah, give him the football. He's been in on some big plays all night, and he likes to let you know about it. First down for Franklin County, though. Josh Luckett just gets up, hands the football to the umpire, and gets back in the huddle.
Two receivers set to the near side. Another first down for the Eagles. Ball resting at midfield. Luckett quickly out to Garmin. Catch is going to be made. He's going to be thrown out of bounds at the 46. Give him 4 yards there. Wood on the stop.
Yeah, good-looking quick hitter, and I like this. It just keeps the offense moving. Garmin out on the edge. You give him a chance to make the play. It keeps the defense honest. And I tell you, I like Garrett Garmin not taking the easy way out there and going out of bounds. He turns it back inside to fight for more yardage.
And I'll tell you, we have yet to see it all season because it's usually been off the big play. But Luckett getting in a rhythm looks like a very scary thing for this Eagle offense.
And on the last couple of rollouts, he's not even looking to pass. He was all running on that last call. And why not?
Good pickup there. Garmin loses concentration there. Good defense by Collins, but Garmin had the opportunity there.
Yeah, he sure did. Again, on the run, the ball a little wobbly out of the hand, which means he didn't quite get the distance on it that he was looking for, but a good defense down there by Collins just disrupts it enough to distract Garmin to just let that one fall through his hands.
You saw it there on the Bob Parcell replay. Another thing that we saw there, good job there by Jerron Smith picking up the pressure and talking with Coach Edwards during the end of summer, early fall workouts. Some of these backs not really keying in on picking those blocks up, just wanting to run the football, but that was a great job there. Garmin's going to come set. 5 seconds on the play clock. Third down here for the Eagles. Play action. Big rush upcoming. Catch is going to be made at the 36. Beautiful pitch and catch there. It's going to be Stockton. Good catch there by Stockton. Excuse me, that's number 9. Don't have that young man on our roster.
But what a great play. Hart.
You know when you go to the side?
Jazim Hart.
Hart. It's going to be Smith across the right side. He's going to work it across the 35 down to the 34. Clock rolling, 4 minutes left to play in this one.
Eagles just going to grind away again. Jerron Smith following the big blocks up inside. Defensive end that time again crashing down Isaiah Waller.
3:40 left to play in this one. Second down and 8 from the 34. Two receivers set to the top of the formation. Play action. Luckett has pressure. Ferris coming from the backside. He's going to hold on to this one. He's going to pick up about the line of scrimmage.
Good
bring
play
up third down.
Yeah, good play out there by Wood.
Eagles are going to take a timeout with 3:15. Going to be a big third down upcoming here for them. 27-21 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Becomes a powerhouse, something amazing happens. You get internet speeds from 50 megs up to 1 gig. So you can stream, play, or download with virtually no waiting or lag throughout your house. Ridiculously fast speeds, now more affordable than ever. Powerhouse by Chantel.
After that timeout, the Eagles have just one remaining. The 3rd down and 7 from the Spartan 33-yard line. 2 receivers set to the near side for Luckett. Stockton comes into motion. Going to flip it to him coming to the near side. Cuts back inside. He's going to be out close to the 1st down. They're going to mark him just a yard short.
And you watch this on the replay. I think if Stockton keeps going around the outside instead of cutting it back in, he had plenty of room for the 1st down. Instead, it's going to be 4th down and really close. But I tell you what, I like that play call. And Stockton was so close to making it. Here it is, though.
Franklin County's going to take that final timeout knowing they need to get this. So with that, we'll take another timeout. 4th down and a short one. 2:37 left to play in this one. Spartans with a mere 6-point lead. We're going to be back here watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Steve Maddie was born and raised right here in Franklin County. He graduated from Franklin County High School, went on to serve his country, graduated from Ferrum College and Liberty University School of Law, and then continued to serve his community. Now, as an attorney, he wants to service Franklin County as your Commonwealth's attorney and work with our great law enforcement to keep our county safe.
I am Steve Maddie, and I would appreciate your vote November the 5th, and I approve this message.
Out of the timeout, it's going to be 4th down and 1. Receivers split out to each side, I formation. Eagles needing a push. Smith cut down in the backfield. Eagles going to turn it over on downs.
Wow.
Big push. No push up front there by the Eagles.
The one time all night you've stuffed him behind the line, and it's on that play. Hey, you just tip your hat to a great defensive play on that one. Nothing else to be said.
2:33 left to play in this one. See if the Eagles can come up with a stop.
Tough with no timeouts here. Need a turnover.
We do have the 45-second running clock on the play clock after the play. You can see that defensive front for the Eagles, knowing that they need to make something special happen as well. Salem's going to take a timeout. Talk this one over. Again, we want to thank all of the wonderful sponsors of Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network. Without them, this would not be possible. That includes Steve Maddie for Commonwealth's attorney, Bob Parcell, realtor with Remax Mountain to Lake Realty. We've also got Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, Franklin Finance, Rhodes, Ferguson, and Stone Attorneys at Law, Budget Blinds, Davis and Davis Attorneys at Law, Carillion, Rocky Mount Chiropractic, Christina Defabal at Weichert Realtors, Bridges and Company, Erie Insurance, your local insurance provider for that is Willard Insurance, Connor Bowman Funeral Home and Crematory, Farm Credit, and re-elect Bill Overton for Sheriff. All wonderful sponsors of Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Franklin County without any timeouts. It's 1st down and 10. Ball on their own 28-yard line for the Spartans. Handoff is going to be to Persinger. Franklin County ripping at that football. It's going to be enough for the 1st down. all the way out, still on his feet, out to the 46.
And how do they swallow their whistles at this point in time in the game? And, you're Franklin County, you don't mind it because you're trying to rip away at that football, but that's dangerous. Somebody's going to get hurt in that muck, and then it's going to be a real problem. But a great run by Persinger. He looks like he's got new life as they're trying to put this football game away.
On the clock at 2:13 left to play in this one. Again, first down. Have to think that the Spartans can just take a knee the rest of the way out. So they're going to let the play clock run all the way down. I think they'll take a timeout once the play clock gets down here.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
All right, Steve. Spartans with football here, first down and 10 from their own 46. 1:47 left to play. Looks like they'll take a knee here. They will do just that. That will wind the clock down to about 3 seconds. 1:03. They'll have to take about 2 more of these, Derek.
Yeah, it's not going to take much more. And I'm telling you what a ball game, And you hate to see it end this way for the Eagles, but they showed up tonight.
Gonna have another opportunity next week. Home opener for the Eagles. They'll return to the friendly confines of Cy Dillon Stadium. They'll be taking on another tough opponent in the Hilltoppers from EC Glass. The Hilltoppers always bring a lot of athleticism. So this has been a good tune-up for this game. Franklin County looks like they're going to come up a little bit short in this one, but they gave the Spartans all they wanted and more, Derek.
Yeah, they sure did. No doubt about it. Everybody knows that Franklin County was here tonight. And both sidelines, both teams, they really got after each other.
Also give big credit to the Salem Spartan team. Good running back tandem with Persinger and Woods. Didn't really get to see that passing game much. Franklin County really shut that down. A couple big passing plays, which we saw last week against Amherst from these Spartans. But a good, hard-fought game between these two. That'll be another knee here. And that will end this ball game. The Spartans will come away with the win, 27-21 over the Eagles. Salem will advance to 2-0 on the season. The Eagles will drop to 1-1. And we're going to be right back to wrap this one up. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
When your house becomes a powerhouse, something amazing happens. You get internet speeds from 50 megs up to 1 gig. So you can stream, play, or download with virtually no waiting or lag throughout your house. Ridiculously fast speeds, now more affordable than ever. Powerhouse by Chantel.
Hello, Franklin County. It's Doug Williams with Budget Blinds. And we're your turnkey solution to all your window covering needs. I hope you're watching Franklin County Cable 12 Sports, where we bring to you the umpires and the officials each and every week. And every time a bad call is made, that is brought to you by the blind guys. Is this year you're building that new house? How about adding on that sunroom you've been talking about? Well, here at Budget Blinds, we're here to help. The consultation is free, we do the work, and it's all backed by our 5-year no questions asked warranty. This year, let the blind guys help you see the possibilities.
There's your final score, Salem 27, Franklin County 21. As we said, the Spartans will advance to 2-0 on the season, picking up their second win under the head coaching direction of first-year head coach Don Holter. The Eagles will drop to 1-1. But you want to talk about two teams going toe-to-toe tonight, Derek, and I think it really shows you what both of these teams have.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's a great showing for Franklin County. Obviously, you want to come out on the other side of the scoreboard here tonight. But, you had a chance to just lay down and roll over. You're down 21-7 going into the fourth quarter. You come back with 2 fourth-quarter scores to tie the football game. You never give up. You never quit. Really a busted play on the big touchdown that put Salem out in front. We've said it a bunch tonight, a lot of times. You got two teams doing the same things, the same ways, and Salem just came out on top. But Franklin County played great. They played their hearts out. They left it all out there. So proud of this bunch for coming here. Could have laid down, could have stopped, but didn't. Came all the way back in the fourth quarter to tie that thing up. And you can't say enough good things about this Franklin County team tonight and the things that they did and what they accomplished, even though they're going to get the loss. They earned a lot of respect in this town, in this city, and in this area. Again, two great football teams really leaving it all out on the field tonight. Got chippy early, but they earned each other's respect. Towards the end of the game, you'd see them helping each other up off the field when they knock each other down. Just a great high school football game. Again, if you're Franklin County, you wish it was the other outcome, but nothing to hang your head out here tonight.
Absolutely, and a good crowd making the trip up from Franklin County to Salem to cheer on these Eagles. If you did not make that trip, again, you missed a great football game, and we encourage each and every person watching this telecast throughout the week to go ahead and make plans. September 13th, this upcoming Friday, the home opener for the Eagles. As we said, they'll make the return to Cy Dillon Stadium. They'll be taking on the EC Glass Hilltoppers in their first home game of the season, and we hope to see you out there. Salem, on the other hand, will be taking an early season bye. They will not be playing next week, but then they will be returning for 2 big games on the road, the first being at Northside as they look to avenge that loss from a year ago, and then they will be traveling to another tough team in the state to take on Blacksburg. But that's going to wrap up our telecast of Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. We thank all of our wonderful sponsors as well as you at home for taking time out of your busy schedule to spend just a little bit with us here on Eagle football. And our final score for the final time, Salem 27, Franklin County 21. And you've been watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.